Hi, I'm Ed Automates, and for my second video, I thought I'd choose something fun and relevant to pet owners. I found this YumShare Solo with camera. It's a automated pet feeding device, namely cats, with a camera that can enable you to watch them eat, which is pretty important, let's be honest. So yeah, let's see what you get inside the box. Okay, it's all very nicely packaged, isn't it? A separate box for the power cable. This looks fairly significant. Silica gel desiccant. User manual. Well, I'm male, so we never read those normally. This all looks very familiar. I've already had an automated feeding device that's worked really well. Let's just rip it open and hope that we don't need this packaging ever again. Oh, right, I like it. Got a pet camera. My God, how much cardboard do they need? Okay, let's put all of that stuff there. And let's look at this. Pet kit. Okay. All right, that obviously sits on top of there. Put your feed in here. Got it. Won't need that in there, will we? Oops. The filter will go in there for the smells. Should we try clipping that in there now without reading the manual? Or should we read the manual first? Let's clip it in there, come on. There you go, that goes on there. Tear it off after reading. Do not use harsh materials to clean the water, tray, or wipe it hard when it is completely dry, so as not to damage the coating. All right, I won't then. Let's get rid of that. Interesting, yeah, interesting. Let's just take that off there. I like the way it's packaged. I did do some research before I bought a automated pet feeder with camera, and this one came up trumps. I always look for the reviews to see what people are saying. This one came pretty well reviewed, but we'll get into that a bit later on. Let's just find, there you go, plug that in there. What I say, it's very straightforward, isn't it? Look at this, this is nice and straightforward explanation on here. Press and hold the lid release button to the right and lift up to remove the lid. I've already figured that out. When installing the food storage container, the push button needs to be fully fixed in the circular notches on both sides. I already figured that out as well. Pet food particle size. Yeah, okay, I'm measuring the dimensions of the pet food now, right? Okay, I like this, the QR code. That is very, very useful. So far, so good. The unboxing has gone relatively well. Let's just remove this from here. Come off. What are you doing? There we go. All right. So I guess what I got to do now is have a read through the user manual and figure out how to set it up. And then we're going to get our friend Snoopy the cat to try it out. And I'll be back with more information shortly. Ed, back with you again. I've flipped the device upside down because you have to install batteries. So we're going to do that. And I've also figured out that we're going to need this as well. This is this desiccant, whatever that is. So I've just got the use the manual here. So far so good, nice and straightforward. I'm quite happy with that. I've got my screwdrivers. I'm just going to open the battery compartment. Got to get some batteries in here. Very fiddly. Okay, let's get some batteries for that. Ed here back again. I've got some batteries in there. Let's put that back on. Okay, batteries are in, and I guess that's just backup in case the electricity fails, because these are old batteries I just dug out from wherever because it kind of ran out of the batteries I needed for that. But it's probably for backup, so I'll have to kind of buy some new ones and just put them in when I can. Meanwhile, let's hope the power doesn't fail and it should be all right with this. So yeah, oh look, it's already looking like it's trying to connect to something. Let's see what happens next. Interior of the lid. I guess we have to put this in here. So let's do that. Seems straightforward enough, doesn't it? Let's get some food in there. Only the best for my cat. Put the batteries in, put the silicone thing in. How to use, adding pet food. We know how to do that. Indicator light. White light is flashing slowly. Yes, it is. Status. Device is connecting to Wi-Fi. Is that slowly or quickly, do you reckon? The camera indicator can be turned on or turned off in the PetKit app. In battery mode, the camera indicator is off. So I think it has to be probably plugged in before we can connect it to the Wi-Fi. And we also need to figure out where the app is. Here we go. It answers my question almost immediately. I really like the intuitive instructions, really, really good. So for manual feeding, hold the feeding button to dispense food. Release the button to stop dispensing food. Seems straightforward enough. That'll be that button down there. Smart app control. Okay, so I'm going to download that app and let's see what happens next. Be right back with you. Okay, so I've set this up and it's all plugged in and I connected it to my Wi-Fi and that was all pretty straightforward. The app was downloaded. The app, I think, is where this product starts to fall down a bit. It was almost too good to be true. The app is very clunky and not so intuitive at all. It's a bit like one of those, if you're Chinese, live in China and work at the factory where they make these, then you'll understand immediately what they want you to do. But if you are not that person, i.e. anyone else in the UK or outside of somewhere like that, guess what? You don't understand what the hell they mean in their app. And it's not intuitive at all. It is doable. You will get it in the end. You will start to kind of cotton on to what they want you to do in the app, and more on the app later. But it's a bit of a shame. And there's also an additional cost if you want to have a kind of premium experience in the app and to be able to retain all of the videos of your cat being fed, you have to pay for that. You will get the video on a daily basis, and you can download it each day, and it basically replaces in that video each day. It just records over it and you get the new video, and that's the free version of the app. So you don't have to pay for that, which is, I guess, okay. But in my opinion, you shouldn't have to pay at all. You've bought it, right? Why do you have to pay at all? Anyway, those are some initial rantings, and I'm gonna see, I set the feeds for, really good thing about this is the fact that you can put details in about your cat, the age, the weight, what it eats, the type of cat it is, and then it can automatically configure how much food it should get. And I love that about it, because the previous pet feeder I had, you didn't have that, and it was very basic. It just called the cat with a recording of your voice or noises of you calling it, and that was it. So I really love the fact that this one is much more sophisticated than the previous device. So yeah, interesting. I'm going to see what videos are forthcoming. So having tested out the PetKit automated cat feeder with camera for the past 24 hours, Snoopy is eating from it, of course. Snoopy would eat from pretty much anything. So do I get good videos sent to me of him eating? Yeah, they're not bad. A little bit grainy with the quality because I'm using the free plan. Maybe if I signed up to the one that's charging $6.99 or more for their super premium version, which I think is $10 to $12 a month, then maybe the quality would be better. I'm sure it would be. And then you'd be getting these full HD videos, which is great if that's important to you. I think people like this device because they know their cat's being fed. So that's a good thing. They can see the images. However, I have a Ring camera in my kitchen anyway, which I have for security purposes. So even with my old cat feeder, which is by Pet Libro, this cat feeder here, which cost 55 quid in 2021 and still's going strong, I get that anyway because my Ring.com is focused on this. So that serves the same purpose. However, bottom line, 82% of people who have bought this like it. So this is highly recommended on Amazon. And for what it is, if you really want to go all in and spend $10 or $12 a month on high definition cat videos of your cat eating, that's up to you. But this is a reasonably good buy. People are pretty happy with it in general. And what I got back in 2021, by the way, doesn't exist anymore. It's been upgraded, and guess what? Yes, it's also got a camera, and it's going for the exact same price point, £120 as PetKit. So I think that's just where we are in 2025. It is recommended to buy this, and I think, don't expect amazing videos, and the app is a little bit fiddly. So that's my take on it. If you'd like to get a PetKit automated cat feeder, there's a link in the description below. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and drop any questions or comments below. I read everyone. If you want to pick this up, the link's in the description. It takes you straight to Amazon. From me, Ed Automate, and of course, Snoopy the cat. See you in the next one. Bye.